The Gru and Transfer by John Casemir. I picked up the Gru and Transfer because I've always been fascinated by the subtle and sometimes not so subtle ways in which advertising shapes our perceptions, decisions, and even our desires. If you've ever wondered how and why you end up buying things that you didn't plan to, this book offers some eye-opening insights. Before diving in, I was curious to see if the book would be too technical or jargon-heavy, but what I found was a well-balanced exploration of the advertising world and both being engaging and accessible. Named after the Gru and Transfer, a psychological phenomenon where shoppers become disoriented in a shopping centre, this book delves deep into the strategies advertisers use to manipulate our emotions and guide our behaviour. The book begins by exploring the history of advertising, tracing its evolution from simple product announcements to the complex multi-sensory campaigns that we see today. One of the first things that struck me was how advertising is not just about selling products, it's about creating needs, desires, and even identities. We learn about how advertisers craft narratives that resonate with our deepest aspirations and fears, turning ordinary products into symbols of status, love, and success. As you progress through the chapters, the Gru and Transfer dives into the psychology behind these tactics. It's fascinating to see everything from colours and music to store layouts and packaging, and how it is meticulously designed to influence our behaviour. The book covers various psychological triggers such as scarcity, social proof, and authority, which are used to create a sense of urgency or legitimacy around a product. It's both enlightening and also a little unnerving to realise just how calculated these strategies are. One of the most compelling parts of this book is its analysis on how advertising has evolved in the digital age. The rise of social media, influencer marketing, and targeted ads has added layers of complexity to advertising landscapes. The Gru and Transfer discusses how data collection and algorithms have revolutionized the way ads are tailored to individual customers, making them more effective and more invasive than ever before. The book also doesn't shy away from the ethical implications of these practices. It raises important questions about consumer autonomy, the exploitation of vulnerable populations, and the environmental impact of a culture driven by consumption. By the time you finish the book, you're left with a deeper understanding of not just how advertising works, but how it affects our society at large. In conclusion, The Gru and Transfer is a must-read for anyone interested in the intersection of psychology, marketing, and consumer behaviour. It is a book that will make you think twice next time you're finding yourself reaching for a product on the shelf or clicking an online ad. If you're curious about the hidden forces that drive our shopping habits, this book offers some insights and thought-provoking exploration.